Yes, welcome back. So let's open our VS Code. Now, in your VS Code, remember we have the index file created yesterday. The index file created yesterday. So we have the index file inside our personal website folder. So we have our index file inside the personal website folder that's on our desktop. So now I'm going to get rid of this item here, which you can also do so. So we should be left with the header, the head tag here, then the body, the header like this, then the div. So I've added span here. So logo name, the URL, the navigation bar. So I'm going to get rid of this span again. I'm not using it, so I will get rid of it. So I'm going to get rid of this. So I have my nav, which is holding the navigations of the elements. So all link in my web page is being written inside the navigation item. Then the navigational tag. Then we have the header. Then we have HR, which is separating the header from the main content of the web page. So inside the main, we have three sections. 1, 2, 3. Now this first section is more like the arrow. It's more like the arrow. So after the first section, we then have the second section, which is holding the subscribe section. Then followed by the third one, which is containing the images. So for the images, I said, okay, now in the third section now, let me come again. The third section there, which is wrapping up all the images. So we have 3 divs, 3 divisions. That is, I've used this div to just wrap my contents, to group my content into 3 parts. So the elements here is just seen as a one element, second element, another third element. But inside this first element, we are having some items inside it. So we have an image, we have a paragraph tag, and another paragraph tag. So now, and I told us yesterday that to use the image tag, there is a particular attribute which is very important, which is the source tag, the source attribute, SRC. So the source attribute is used to reference the paths to which our image file is. So I've shown us 2 ways in which you can add images to your web page. The first one is using an absolute URL. The first one is using an absolute URL. Second one is by using the relative URL, which is on the website here. So now, for those of us that doesn't have the images on our web page already, so on the charts, I can send the image to you and find your way by moving the image sent on the charts into your personal website folder. So I'm going to do that right away. So so I've just sent the CSS logo, then I'm sending the JavaScript logo also. So find possible ways which you can move the file I sent to you now into your personal website folder on your desktop. If you have done so, then you can now come to your image file and insert the CSS3 logo inside the source attributes. Also, you can insert the JavaScript logo inside the attributes here. But for the first one, I'm using an external link. So this also can work. Let me just copy it. So I'll copy this link for us and send to the chat also in case you might want to use it. So you just copy, paste. And if you're finding it difficult to copy it from the chat, I'm using a Wikipedia image from Wikipedia image. That's from Wikipedia, HTML page for Wikipedia. So after you have been able to get the index file, the CSS3 logo, and the JavaScript logo inside your folder, we will be creating a new file. So watch me. I will create a new file. Okay, let me do it again. You click on this icon here, create a new file. Then we create a file called about.html. The reason why I'm doing this is because on my navigational link, I have the home page, the about page, and the service page. So the home page now, the home page is the index page, which we are now currently. While the about page is this page that you just want to create now. So let me know if you have created a new page in your file called, a new page in your folder called about.html before I proceed. Can I get a yes on the chat so I can proceed? All right, we have a yes. Thank you very much. So as usual, we are going to use what? The exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark will generate what we need to type. The MS abbreviation for HTML. You click enter or you just click on this link here. So you have all these things set in place. So like I said, the title tag is the name of the page. Now the title tag now, we are going to this document here and just type about. So if you check the index page, the name of the site is personal websites, but the about page, we use the about page, about name. So therefore, now I will share my browser screen again and check how the layout is in the about page. Good. Now, if we check it very well, the about page is also having the same, sorry, it's also having the same, okay, you're having the same layout. The about page also is having the same layout. The service page also having the same layout. You can see that now. So I'm just going to copy the same file that I have here. The same file, the same code I have here, I'll put it on the about page. So let's say it's work. So I'm going to share my VS Code screen. So you don't need to waste time. Like I said, as a developer, you don't need to be typing code every time. Since we are using the same content of the header here, same contents here, what you need to do is just what? Just copy this header that you have here, copy everything, copy it. Then now I'm encouraging you to do this because it will make your work faster. So it will ease your work pace, your work pace, that is to make you work faster Can you just come here, since you know what you want to type already, now type header, then this. So you can take your time and do it. Now, because we are learning, we're going to type it out ourselves. So let's say it out by typing it out ourselves. So we have the header. You can see we have the header. Now, the div. Inside the div, we have the span, then the logo inside it. Remember, the span does not have any particular purpose. It's just to wrap this element inside this div tag. I don't want it to be empty. So now I've done the I've written this. I want to type this this other one now. So I'm going to come inside this header. Then we have nav. Navigation tag is used to wrap navigational links in our web page. So you have nav, then the UL. The UL followed by LI. So the LI is 3. Let me teach you a shortcut that you can make your work so fast. You know, as a developer, you have to think of things that can move fast. So look at it. I want 3 LI. I want 3 LI. To get that, I will just type LI. I will type LI, then multiply. You can see the star symbol, that star symbol, multiplied by 3. Then click enter. I have 3 LI straight away. You can see I have 3 LI straight away. So this is a shortcut for creating multiple elements at once. Let me do it again. LI star 3. You have 3 LIs cutting at once. Other than you typing LI 1, LI 2, LI 3. You can see I have these shortcuts which has saved my time. So let me do it again. LI star 3. I hope we learn something new. So now in the first LI, we give it home. Then we have about. Then we have service. So you can see the days that I use in typing all this out. Since I know that I want to achieve the same layout, then I will just copy it and paste. So I'm going to remove this. So we have that now. Now if we check again, if we check again, let me check my browser and see what I want to show you. Where's my browser? Okay. Okay. Now this is my browser. Now the home page is having this an horizontal line separating it. Then the about page also, look at this is the about page now. It's the one showing this color highlighted. The home page is letting this color highlighted, while the about page is showing this color highlighted. So the about also have this. But the difference between the home page and the about page is because is that home page is having this arrow background, then followed by the subscribe next. But the about page is not having the arrow background, you're only having the subscribe to the same content. So all that I need to do, I'll just grab the content I have here. I grab it inside the about page. So I'll go back to my chat, to my VS Code screen. Then what do we do? We put HR to demarcate it. So we then have the main content, MAIN, main content. So in the main content, remember we are having this first section. We don't need it. What we are after is this is this second section here. So I'm going to type it out. Let me just copy it from here so I can see it very well. I'm going to type it out again. So I'll just paste it here. I will do this later. So for reference purpose, so I'm going to type section So the section tag is just used to group content also, like a sub-content. So now, inside the section, we then have a form because we want to get users' email. You need to put it in a form. So don't worry about these action attributes. Don't worry, we're not using it now. Just leave it like that. So, okay. Excuse me, sir. I did not understand the badge page. Is it another page you should create? Okay, fine. Like I said, maybe you are just joining us, but let me just click on again. I said inside the personal websites folder that we have created yesterday, we only have the index page and the images that we have downloaded from our to our folder. Then we now create a new file now today. The file is about.html because our website is a 3-page website. So we have the home page, the about page, and the service page. So we are going to create pages for these 3 pages. Now we are now creating we are creating content for this about page now. So that is why I have a new file created here called about.html. So inside this, that's where we are now typing all this code. So we've not really gone far. That's where we're typing all this code. So the same way the home page is, same header, the same header, then the main section is having the form section. I hope that is clear, Mr. Samuel. Okay, let's continue. So we have the form tag followed by we have the H2 first. So the H2 is telling us that we should subscribe. Then we also have the form. Why I've pasted this here is for me to be seeing what is here. So I won't type of head. So the form tag is not having the label. Label is used for telling us what an input element is meant for. So label for email. So okay, I have the charts. Label for email. Is there a way to reference the header in our page if they have the same contents? Yes, there is a way to reference it. That is when you use a backend programming language. But for this, Mr. Emmanuel is asking us that is there a way to reference the header in our pages if they have the same contents? There's actually a way if you are using a backend languages like PHP, like Node.js. There's a way you can just include those contents inside your page instead of just typing. So there's a way you can just include the contents, inside this page than just typing it out here. So for now, because we are just doing front end, there's no other way other than was just repeating yourself. Since you have the header here, so the same content, so the header must be on the about page too. So I hope that answers your question, sir. So okay, sir, welcome, sir. So we have the header repeated here also. Then for the main section now, we have the form, okay, the label for email. So the label also adds input type of email. We don't use text. If you use text, you won't get the actual documents, the actual email you want to get, because some users can be very funny. They might not type in their correct email, just type their name, so it gets an invalid form values at your end. So it's better to use the right attributes. Since we want to get email, we use different type of email. After that, we need the submit button too. Input type of submit. So I'll open to my live server. They explain what this is doing in our code. This folder. I will show us now. I'll come back to my code. But for now, let me just open this in live server. I think it's open already. or let me just open it. So if yours is opened or not open, just click on this to close the server. Then you go live again. When you go live again, it will trigger the browser. So you should see my browser now. Now you can see my browser. I'm having to subscribe email. Now, this what you are seeing here is a placeholder called the placeholder, the attribute for our input tag, which is used to add is a pretext, a pre-informational text telling us what this input is talking about. So I'm going to add it here, placeholder. Then inside the placeholder, I will just say enter your email. So I will do that now. So placeholder, enter your email. So we have to be consistent. Enter your email. So there's a capital E here, capital Y, okay. It's supposed to be small letter E. So now I'm going to remove all this. So we have this form back. Now, in my index page, I need to have small letter E here. Now, what's next? The next thing we have now is the next thing we have now is this layout here. So we quickly do that about us. So this about us can be, okay, can you leave code on screen so we can copy? Going, okay. Yes, I'm sorry, yes, sorry, yeah. I'll go back to the code. I'm going to back to the code shortly. I only want to show you how the layout. So I have H2 elements here. H2, paragraph, H2, paragraph, H2, paragraph, H2, paragraph. So I'm going to have it, a block, everything on the page are rectangular, the rectangular box. So this box, this box, this box, and this box, this box. So I'll go back to my code again, so you can see what is happening. So this is my code. So still inside the main tag, we do not have this last part, the image part. What we need just now is just add the about. So I'm going to create another section. So we give it a section again. Section that adds H2 of that adds H2. So as a developer, sorry, I will go back to the screen again, just a second. So as a developer, I'm going to show you, we should be able to understand how these things play out. It's more like we have an